Greetings to Dr. Akmal. We are from Group 6, and our topic today will be about relationship between petroleum geology and engineering. First, let me introduce you to our group members. Our group consists of Mohamad ZULHILMI, HILFY DANISH, Mohamad HAZIQ, Mohamad Akmal, and myself, KAVENNESH. Moving on to introduction, first we will talk about petroleum geology. So what is petroleum geology? It is actually the study of rocks, and it is the application of geology to the exploration for and production of oil and gas. Petroleum geology focuses on finding sweet spots and understanding the geological parameters that creates them. Next will be petroleum engineering. So petroleum engineering is the field of engineering that deals with the exploration, extraction, and production of oil and natural gas. We use this engineering to extract and refine hydrocarbons in a safe and feasible way. Petroleum engineers works with geologists to determine the exact location of crude oil in the underground. Next, for our objectives, we have three main objectives, which is to understand the concept of petroleum geology and petroleum engineering. Next, to understand the relationship between petroleum geology and petroleum engineering, and to interrelate petroleum geology with petroleum engineering. Thank you. Moving on with my next teammate.
Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Akmal. The first point of the relationship between petroleum geologists and petroleum engineers is able to study the evolution of sedimentary basin. Petroleum geologists help the petroleum engineers in studying the records of the tectonic area, helping in the estimation of where to focus and the commonly accumulate hydrocarbons. The figure shown is the simplified conceptual geological model of convergence and divergence. Diagrams show the world proven and project reserve and also the world's basin area. In Malaysia, there are 7 prolific basins, which is under the Tertiary Exponential Basin. At the Peninsula Malaysia, the biggest basin is the Malay Basin, while at the Sabah and Sarawak area, the Sarawak Basin is the highest reserve area. This map shows the sediment thickness in the 3 major basins, Malay, Sarawak and Sabah basins. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is HILFY and I will explain about the application to the reservoir process. So first thing first, the geologists develop a viable model of the subsurface based on the sparse of observations. And the model, it needs to be consistent with the geologic principles. And upon the model, exploration or development for oil and gas programs are being planned. And petroleum geology also begins by describing the formation of organic matter and the origin of petroleum. As you can see, this is the viable model. There is in 3 partitions. There is in wellrock, cores, and outcrops. So this is the application to the reservoir process. As you can see, the petroleum systems occurs in reservoirs within sedimentary basins in the area where subsidence of the Earth's crust has allowed the accumulation and thick sequences of sedimentary rocks. There are many types and difference of petroleum traps, such as anticlinal, fault, salt-related, stratigraphic traps, and various more. And this is the example of anticlinal and shale in the pictures. So we can understand that the geological and geomechanical nature of the seals is very vital and important for a successful exploration and reservoir development efforts. It also concludes that with the integration of geology and the respect to the reservoir geometry, volume, and assessment of reserves, shows that it's applied to the reservoir process. And this is also the example image of the geomechanical modeling of a reservoir. So, thank you.
Thank you, HILFY. So, next, my part is estimation of various hydrocarbon. The extraction of various hydrocarbons begins with the placement of oil field structures on the targeted location. Throughout the process, petroleum engineering companies must complete numerous geological surveys. Such companies will definitely outsource geologists or employ them to complete such surveys. More often than oil deposits and hydrocarbons are discovered in the most unlikely place such as at seas. When reserves of oil are discovered, it is mandatory to undertake various activities such as remotely operated vehicle and shallow seismic surveys. It is agreeable that many oil drilling firms contract these surveys from geological engineers. Before undertaking any oil exploration process, petroleum companies must use the findings presented by geological engineers or geoscientists. Geoscientists use radar equipment to identify regions that might have mineral deposits. This fact explains why petroleum engineering is supported by the activities, competencies, and skill of these geoscientists. Basically, geologists doing a survey and finding, and petroleum engineering will use that. Thank you.
Based on our research, we can see that there is a relationship between petroleum geology and petroleum engineering during production. So based on our research, we can see that petroleum geology lies within a continuum of disciplines beginning with geophysics and ending with petroleum engineering, but overlapping both in time and subject matter. We also found that during the production, there is a team called subsurface team, a team that manages production for a field and looks for ways of getting more hydrocarbon out of it. In a large company, usually this will include a subsurface manager, geologists, geophysicists, petrophysicists, reservoir engineers, production engineers, chemists, and technical assistants. In subsurface team, teamwork is essential because stringently complex of disciplines have to work together in order to produce more hydrocarbons. The next part is one of the most important role in the subsurface team, which is a production geologist, a discipline that need a knowledge from both petroleum geology and petroleum engineering. So what is the specific role for the production geologist? The first one, the the production geologist is responsible for understanding the geological framework of the reservoir and creating a representation of it, typically using a computer software. So figure 1, this is the figure that usually produced by the production geologist. The next role is the objective of this model is to help people to understand how the geology both influences fluid flow within a producing reservoir and creates dead ends that potentially trap hydrocarbons. And the last one is if this well looks profitable, the geologists that then take a leading role in planning them with the drilling engineers to proceed with their plan. This is the list of the specific role in the subsurface team. We have subsurface manager, we have geophysicist, petrophysicist, reservoir engineer, production chemist, well engineer, technical assistant. Each of these discipline has their own role to do in the subsurface team. So all of these discipline have to work together to make it work in order to get more hydrocarbon from the platform, and it needs two knowledge which is from petroleum geology and petroleum engineering to work together.
For our conclusion, petroleum engineering is a field that cannot succeed without a detailed background in geology. Companies exploring hydrocarbons in different regions will definitely require the skills of geoscientists and geological engineers. The strategy will make it easier for more corporations to realize their goals and maintain the integrity of natural environment. Thank you. That's all from us.